The moment we've all been waiting for, bro. Week 14, rivalry week. I don't know why that's always hard for me to say.
Rivalry week, baby.
The year really did fly by. I know we were joking about it a few weeks ago, and like week 7, week 8, we're like, wow, yeah. But like now, like this is the season finale, and there's a lot on the line, man. There's a lot on the line. There's a lot of playoff implications, and all over the country and every conference, which is good. We had a sleeper little week last week, but I told you it was the calm before the storm. Like this week, all hell is about to break loose, and everyone, if you've been tuning in all year, you already know the vibes here with our teams and what's at stake for at least me, because his team, Notre Dame, you guys are looking pretty good, man. Like you guys.
Yeah, I mean everything but locked in at this point. All
Yeah.
but beating Stanford, taking care of business there. But I mean, as long as that happens, I don't see anything drastically changing with them not making it.
Yeah. No, and it's been a good year. I know that after the first 2 games for Notre Dame, it was kind of everything was all in question marks everywhere. You didn't know about the defense. You didn't know how the year was going to play out. But now that you see how the year's played out, another playoff spot locked in, and you did good yourself this year. 35-29 going in to Week 14, which is hitting at a 54% rate, which is really good. With picking close to 70 games like we did, and we probably could have did more.
Oh yeah.
But 54%. There's nothing to be mad about there, and I did have a lead on you for the majority of the year, but now I do not. I'm 36-33, which is 52%. Still not bad. This shit's hard. A lot of it's picking with your heart, picking Michigan when you didn't really think they were going to cover the spread. And obviously last week was my first week not, and you see how that ended up. But
I know, man. I was so mad about that. Like, we're trying to outsmart the game doing that.
yeah,
Both teams, Ohio State and Michigan, looked like they didn't have a problem. With look ahead or let down spots at all, they both took care of business, and I think they both covered. Obviously, Michigan did. Did Ohio State cover?
They won 42-9.
It was like
I think the
35
line
and a
was
half
33.5 or
30,
35.5.
I don't know.
So
Either
I don't
way,
think
like
they did.
Either way.
Right. Look at them bums. They can't even cover the spread. You fucking kidding me? They can't cover against Rutgers? You want to cover against Michigan? Hell no. But
All right,
anyway.
there's a good starting point right there. This is going to be a separate episode. If you want to go ahead and preface that real quick.
Yep, we got, 7 games to cover?
Yeah, we're doing 7 this week in
7.
total.
We got 7 games to cover this week. Big week, but this one it's the game. It's Ohio State versus Michigan.
Standalone
That's really
episode
all.
For it. Just
Yeah,
for
that's
this guy
all.
right here.
Well, I mean, not even just for me. I don't want to be selfish and act like it's just for me, but like this,
It's not.
where
It
we're
deserves
at
it.
in the rivalry right now too is just like it's crazy. Like we're in the best maybe like era. I mean, definitely of our lives, with just the tables being churned, with Michigan finally beating Ohio State. Hold on here, but yeah, after that 8-year drought. After COVID, Jim Harbaugh came in and flipped the script, really, and yeah, but I'm fired up, man. I'm fired up. We talked about this for weeks. Now I just said Michigan needs to be 9-2 going into this week, and here we are. So
yeah, I'm fired up
can't
as
ask for much
well.
more.
I know you are, man. Every year I just get random texts throughout the week leading up to the game, just whether it be stats or I hate Ohio State or just anything.
yeah.
Man. It's always
Yeah,
something.
I've been doing it this week too with people who they don't care about the game. I'm just like, hey, sorry, just quick point, F Ohio State, but go ahead onward. And then I just think about it a lot, man.
Sunday at 3:00, you texted me during the NFL games. Ohio State hasn't played a team with a winning record since October 11th. Just dropping random tidbits there. Yeah, no, it's just every year. I know you're gassed up for it. Me as an outsider, I'm ready to watch a great game for the second year in a row. I'm stuck at work for it. Super thrilled about that, but
That's horrible.
doesn't matter. Gonna find a way to watch it.
Yeah, as you should. You should call off. You should have the bird flu that day or something. But yeah, man, I'm fired the hell up. Like I said, where we're at in the rivalry and with how Michigan won last year, they had no business being in the game. I accepted my fate as a fan. I don't want to say it all like that because I still did bet on Michigan to win. $10 little bonus bet with the little profit boost, and I ended up hitting. But that's neither here nor there. I just last year Michigan had no business being in the game. They had 6 wins going into the week. They lost 4 of their last 6 going into that game. They couldn't throw the forward pass, and Ohio State's 20.5-point favorite at home, and you lose?
It was bad.
Do I even have to say anything? And that's why I get pissed off with all these Ohio State fans, because year in and year out, they think their shit don't stink. They think they're this and they're that, and they are. But Colin Cowherd said it best. Ohio State's good at beating everybody except for Michigan. So
we're going to find out.
I can't
man.
wait. I can't wait, man. I cannot wait.
I know for the past 10 years it's kind of just been streaky. But yeah, I mean this is it. This is the game. I came prepared for this episode. I brought a couple nice questions for us, some good conversational pieces. But just kind of going off of that. I mean, when you think of the game, I mean, how would you say it's shaped your experience just as a fan?
Well, that's a good question, because we're from Ohio. We grew up in Ohio, and I was a Michigan fan my whole life growing up in Ohio while we were getting taken to the woodshed every single year by Ohio State. All I knew was getting beat by Ohio State. I think one of the only wins in my lifetime was 2011, and I was too young. I really didn't remember. So from 2011 till 2022, like when I'm going through high school, going through middle school, like starting to find out or just get smarter and figure out everything, all I've known was getting my ass whooped by Ohio State year in and year out. So I think it shaped me that way, because I didn't flip. I didn't flip sides. It would have been easy, like, oh, I'm from Ohio, I can just root for Ohio State, F this Michigan stuff. I'm just a young kid, like no one cares. But no, I stuck through it, and it's been the best 4 years of my life, just rooting for them guys and seeing them beat Ohio State finally, and the table's churning. So, yeah, I think it's just shaped me into a lifelong fan, obviously, because, I mean, I'm too far. I'm in too deep now. But it just makes me love them that much more that I stuck through all that shit. And I still wore my Michigan stuff everywhere, loud and proud. I didn't care. But being on this side of it for the last 4 years it's been amazing. Yeah, how about you, dude? You all you know is getting beat by Ohio State. That's all Notre Dame really knows is just getting whooped by these guys.
You've been beating them for the past 4 years. We've been losing to them for the past 3 years. So
exactly.
Yeah, no, I don't know. We've talked about it a few times. It's accountability, man. You just got to find a way to win those games when you get the opportunities. And I think where Marcus Freeman has them, it's not the last time Notre Dame's going to see them in the coming years. So they're going to get more chances to do it. But this game alone, though, being around it, around, watching it with you guys, all my family mainly is Ohio State for the most part. Cousins went to school there, so I know the magnitude of it. It's obviously awesome. I mean, I would say it's the best football rivalry, probably in the sport, I would say.
I'd say in sports in general. I can't think of a bigger one. Especially right now in today's current, today, there's not a rivalry in any sport, in my opinion, that is bigger than this one.
Yeah, there's definitely an argument to it. But just kind of going off what you said earlier, I know I was looking into a few things this week. Since 2010, I wanted to look at. I know that's basically been since we've been cognitive towards football and know what we're paying attention to. The record's 5-9 for Michigan, with obviously 4 of those wins coming in the last 4 years, and then the other one being 2011. So that was really my basis for the question, man, because I know throughout childhood we used to beat the shit out of you every Saturday for Michigan losing this specific game. So just wanted to see kind of how that shaped and how that feels nowadays with you guys being on the other end of it. But what is like the first matchup you think you can remember? I know you said you don't even really remember 11 all that much, but you have to remember bits and pieces of it.
I remember bits and pieces of all of them up until I think when I really started really genuinely investing myself into this was really 2016 when Michigan was playing in Columbus, Jabril Peppers. That's kind of what really started me loving Michigan was just falling in love with the way Jabril Peppers played football in 2016 when they went to Columbus and got beaten double overtime and was up 27-24. I know in the first overtime, because it went to 2 overtimes, the first overtime, Michigan was 4th and goal. They needed to score a touchdown to go to the second overtime, and 4th and goal, Wilton Spate threw it to, I hate that I'm forgetting this right now. I don't know if it was J.U. Chesson or Amara Darbo. One of them, and they caught it. Go to second overtime, you kick a field goal. You're up 27-24. Ohio State have to score to obviously either win or go to a third overtime, and you stop J.T. Barrett. But what I will always remember, it was third and long-ish. Curtis Samuel's running 5-10 yards behind the line of scrimmage and finds a way to get all the way to make it 4th and 2, to make it that short for J.T. Barrett. I guess he got the first down, but that's a bunch of horse shit to me. And then next play, Curtis Samuel runs in for a touchdown. Yeah. So that's really the first true, real memory. That hurt. That fucking stung, man. Just because and we're in high school. We're 15, 16 years old. We're old enough. And I was wearing my stuff to school, and for that to happen in the manner that it happened was a roller coaster of emotions, and that's really what started it all, and I'll never forget that. And they still play that clip in the rivalry every year, as they should. It was an amazing game.
Which year was that?
That was 2016.
Gotcha. Do you remember which year the Iron Bowl, Chris Davis was?
Shit. I don't know. We could look that up.
I'm looking it up right now. 2013. Never. I thought it was a little bit before that.
I knew it was something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. Me and my friend were just talking about, it was 2013, I think.
Yeah.
2013, 2014 season. Or yeah, you said that. But yeah, that was fucking insane.
For some reason, I thought, in my head, I have a really insane thing happening on the same day of the kick 6 in the Ohio State-Michigan game that same year, but maybe I was just blending memories. But yeah, either way, I don't know. The past, 10 years has been insane. All I know, Ohio State just dominated from really 2015 and on, just actual blowout scores, it seemed like, until it shifted. Do you think that it's just going to stay do you think it's going to stay like that? Do you think it's just going to be very streaky? Once Ohio State ultimately does finally get one, do you think they go back on their run, or do you think we'd ever see a back and forth?
That's a good question, because I was listening. I forget who was talking about it, but when you do look at the rivalry, it's been streaky. It was even streakier before. Ohio State was whooping Michigan in the early 2000s. Michigan got that one in 2011, and then Ohio State went on another streak, and then Michigan finally broke it. Ohio State won an 8-game streak. Michigan's now on a 4-game streak. The longest streak ever is Michigan at 9, so no one's broke that yet. But you asked me if I hope it doesn't fucking flip this weekend. I hope we're not looking at a flip on Saturday, because
obviously.
Fuck that. But
obviously.
I was saying this, my ex-girlfriend and her whole family, massive Ohio State fans, and I'd always tell her, I'm like, you're not going to whoop up on Michigan forever. I vividly remember saying that, it's not going to happen forever. And this is when we were in high school. All I know is getting whooped by Ohio State. And I never knew what it felt like to finally be on the other end. And I told her, I said, this is not going to happen forever. And I know that. And I know there is going to be a day where I see Michigan lose to Ohio State again. And it's going to be the worst fucking day of my life. But
probably a Saturday.
Go fuck you. I'm not even going to say. I'm gonna do my best here to just relax.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been streaky, and Michigan's on a streak right now. So there's not a single player on Ohio State's team who's ever beat Michigan, and there's not a single player on Michigan's team who's ever lost to Ohio State. So Michigan knows how to get it done. Ohio State guys, they've never done it. So yeah, streaks in Michigan right now.
It's a fair point. Right now, just being it's Tuesday, we're recording it. Mm-hmm. Spread keeps bouncing around.
Keeps getting lower.
Started out at, now it's down to 9.5. Just keeps
some
creeping.
10.5. Yeah.
Where's your confidence level at right now? What do you think?
You know this answer. My confidence level is at an all-time high because of what I've seen. And it's been, I really want to know the exact number, but the amount of like 23, 24, 25 times in a row, whoever runs for more yards in this game wins the game. Like, it's crazy. And I really think that Ryan Day last year, that's why they ended up losing, because he knew they were the better team. He knew they had no business losing the game. So he was like, fuck it. Like, you guys beat up on us the last 3 years. We're clearly better. We're just going to beat up on you the way y'all beat up on us. Like, we're going to beat you at your own game. And he tried to do that. And, yeah, I know we had Mason Graham and Kenneth Grant, but it is what it is. And my confidence level is at an all-time high. Ohio State couldn't. They're
all-time high, he said.
Yes. Until you can. When Ryan Day sees the maize and blue, he shits on himself. He pisses all over like a little puppy. What was his name for the Lions? Something Williams. He's a dog.
No, Jameson Williams.
No. The running back. Before, like, Dan Campbell got there, he's always said is, if you're going to piss like a puppy, stay on the porch or something like that. And that's what Ryan Day is. He just pisses all over himself. What was his name? Jamal Williams or something? I really hate that I'm forgetting his name, because he's a dog and he deserves his respect. But
that's probably who it was, Jamal Williams. That makes sense.
Ryan Day sees the maize and blue.
He's a
and
quote master.
Yeah, and he doesn't know what to do. Ryan Day, it's clear. The only year he beat Michigan was the year after Urban Meyer left. Like Jim Harbaugh said, some people think they were born on third base and hit a triple, but they fucking didn't. And that was Ryan Day. You see what happens 2 years later after Urban Meyer's been gone for a few years. It's just every year we're just whooping them every fucking time. And I don't see anything changing this week. I don't see anything changing. So, yes, my confidence is at an all-time high because, like Colin Coward said, Ohio State's good at beating everyone except for Michigan. They have a Michigan problem. It might be a syndrome after Saturday. So, yeah, I feel fucking great.
All right, well, I'm glad you were able to get that out.
Oh.
You said before here that we started recording that you wouldn't be doing any yelling, and you were going to try to keep it calm. I see that didn't last.
Yeah, well, when you start getting me fired up about this shit.
Yeah, that's fair. It's fair. I know you point out run game all the time, man, but do you see anywhere else, like on paper? I know the game's not played on paper. I get it. Do you see any advantages elsewhere outside of the run game?
Yes, I do. Going just based off last year, the quarterback, we couldn't throw the forward pass. We have a more capable quarterback. Some people will say his freshman season's been underwhelming. Am I going to disagree? No, but that's my quarterback. I'm going to have his
bright Saturday.
Yeah, he's at home. But I always feel confident in the defense. The last few years, it seems like they just know how to play against Ohio State. It seems like the defense is built to play against Ohio State. They've always been stout against stopping the run, and they've always not gave up big plays against these guys. And Michigan hasn't gave up big plays really all year. Obviously, there's been a couple, but everyone gives up a couple. But yeah, I think it's the best. I know it's the best defensive line that Ohio State is going to see. It's the amount of turnovers that the secondary creates is something that also makes me feel good about Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate. Like, they're going to get theirs if they play. They're going to play, but whatever. They're going to get what they get, and that's fine. The Ohio State receivers always get what they get because they're just that good. But yeah, I'm confident in the defense always. And we have weapons. Andrew Marsh, true freshman, complete dog. Donovan McCauley, 6'5". He doesn't get enough targets now that Andrew Marsh is emerging, but he's a big target. He doesn't drop balls. He's physical. So yeah, I love the defense. I love it.
You would say it's advantageous over Ohio State's defense, though?
I mean, are you asking me if I think Michigan has a better defense than Ohio State?
I mean, was kind of the basis of the question. Like, where do you see that Michigan has an advantage over Ohio State? Like, do you? I mean, that's a fair answer. Like, in years past, I do think Michigan's been more prepared to handle like a high-octane offense with weapons. This isn't Jeremiah Smith's first year. This isn't their first year having weapons out there in general.
Yeah.
But like, do you seriously think that they'll have the advantage in terms of being the more prepared team on defense to handle Julian Sayin and Jeremiah Smith and co., as opposed to Ohio State trying to shut down Underwood with his legs and then also take care of what you think is a better run game?
I think yes, and when we talk about Ohio State's defense against Michigan's offense, that's a whole completely different conversation. But when it comes to Michigan's defense, you look back at 2021 when Michigan got that first win in forever. Look at those receivers. They had Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. Can you name a single player Michigan had in the secondary? I mean, obviously I can.
Yeah, no, probably not off the top of my head. Maybe
No.
Dax Hill or maybe Dax.
Yeah, he was back there. He was back there at safety. And they had DJ Turner, who's on the Bengals now.
He just got absolutely obliterated by that boy Mount
well,
Washington.
Yeah. But it just seems like Michigan, they've always been good at stopping Ohio State's run game and limiting the big plays. So that's all I've known for these last 4 years, and that's what gives me confidence. I think they have something internally that they love. And I'll be honest, in recent years, I love the D-line a lot more than I love it right now. So, because getting to the quarterback Michigan was getting to the quarterback with 4. Obviously, that year they had Aiden Hutchinson. We see who he is now. David Ajabo on the other side was a complete dog. Like, they had guys like that to be able to get to C.J. Stroud at the time by only sending 4, and then you drop 7 back in coverage, and you can limit the big plays. But yeah, that's what gives me confidence, because it's never been a personnel thing really for Michigan, especially in the secondary. It's just always been like discipline and tackling. Like, that's something Jim Harbaugh emphasized, was just tackling, and that shit matters. So, yeah, man.
Yeah. No, it's a big thing for me, just when I'm, I guess, trying to make my pick for the game.
But let me ask you, because you did ask me about Ohio State's defense against Michigan's offense, and I can answer that after you, but what do you think of that matchup? Because it's going to be a pain in the fucking ass.
My thoughts on Michigan's defense against Ohio State's offense?
No, Michigan's offense against Ohio State's defense.
I mean, man, I'll be honest. I'm really bought in. I'm bought in on Ohio State's defense. I think Matt Patricia.
Yeah.
I think he's like seriously. I wouldn't say more important than the talent, because obviously the talent's what's doing the work on the field. But when he's able to bring advanced style coverages in, disguise things really well, especially against a young quarterback like Underwood in moments where there's going to be a lot of pressure. He's got to move quick, get the ball out fast. I think he's super advantageous in the whole situation. But talent-wise, man, I don't know if it really matters. Like I like their front seven a lot. I think they're fast. I think they'll be able to shut down the run game essentially, and it will have to rely more on Marsh and McCulley out there, which honestly, if Underwood can play good, I think that it would be a good way to attack it, because as good as Igbinosun's been this year, like we've talked about, man, they haven't really been tested a ton. So if you can get some good physical guys out there that'll draw some penalties from him, I think that's where they could be advantageous. I think they got to try to look away from the run game and try to be more creative, getting their playmakers the ball, receivers, letting Underwood use his legs. They're not going to just be able to dominate Ohio State. I really don't think that this year. It's just not in the cards. You're going to have to be a little bit more creative.
I mean, yeah, I can't disagree with you on that at all. Like, I don't really disagree with a single thing you said there. I just don't. How do I say this? I think they know who Bryce Underwood is at this point. Both Ohio State's defense and Chip Lindsey, as Michigan's offensive coordinator, knows that he can't put Bryce Underwood in these sticky situations, I don't think. And I think this is something Ohio State's defense, they're going to want Bryce Underwood to throw the ball over the middle, because he's been really good throwing it to the outside, and obviously he can use his legs. And that's a big thing in this game. Bryce Underwood, he's thrown a couple picks the last few weeks. He's fumbled. You can't turn it over. That's the one thing that scares me, because you just can't turn the ball over in any game.
I'm not dropping my pick yet or anything, but that was a big thing that went into my decision, was the fact that I believe more in Ohio State's system and kind of the machine that they have for Julian Sand to not have mistakes, more than I believe in Underwood and Michigan's offensive flow for Ohio State to not force him into a couple mistakes. So I think I like Ohio State to win the turnover battle. That's hard to predict, because anything can happen. Shit hits the fan very quickly in this type of a game. But I just think from the outside in, after watching both teams, I think Underwood's a little bit more prone to a couple turnovers. However, I mean, Wink Martindale, hell of a DC, man. Hell of a DC. Like we said, I mean, they're
Called a hell of a game last year against these guys.
That's what I'm saying. They're always prepared against Ohio State. And I don't know, Julian's saying a lot of pressure on him too. I mean, we're not just going to let him off the hook. So,
yeah.
I mean, he's on the road. He's on the road. They haven't beat him in a while. So, I mean, it's not like Underwood's the only guy out there under a little bit of a microscope.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're both. This is really both their first years of college football. Like this is their first true, obviously the game for both of them. Julian Sayin was on the sideline last year, but in my opinion, that's just not the same as actually being out there and playing. And yeah, he hasn't seen what he's going to see on Saturday. He just hasn't. Not even just on a personnel standpoint. That environment is going to be fucking insane. It's going to be snowing. It's going to be 30 degrees and snowing. That's not good for them. It hasn't been. That's not how. If Ohio State could decide to play in the snow or play in the sunshine.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Well, yeah, I mean, I get that, but it matters. It matters. But I do hope.
Very familiar with playing in the cold. Not really.
How would not Julian Sayin. But
I'm not
he
saying
hasn't
familiar, but like I mean, they'll practice outside this week. He's been in Columbus for over a year now. He's all right. They're gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but the only thing, Ohio State hasn't faced any adversity this year. Like people can clown on Michigan for playing these close games, especially against Northwestern. But when your backs are up against the wall and you find a way to come out with a win like that shit matters. And Ohio State's never been in that situation. They've never been down. They've never had to really step on the gas in the fourth quarter and really not make a mistake. And they're going to face some adversity on Saturday. And it only takes one drive. It only takes one play to really – Julian Sayin's going to get hit. We've seen Will Howard get fucking blasted last year. Like, these dudes, they're going to get hit harder than they've ever got hit. And that's the thing for me in this situation. I was talking in the group chat. It's never been about the numbers and the personnel and what Ohio State's done the first 11 games and what Michigan's done the first 11 games. It's just about that fucking game, man. Like, is it even about football at a point? I saw someone on Twitter say that. Like, is this game really even about football at a certain point? Because Ohio State's the easy pick. They're not an easier pick this year than they were last year. Like, it's easy to pick Ohio State on paper with everything they've done and everything they're good at and the personnel they have. But I like Michigan, man. I like their odds. In this game, Ryan Day has, until he can show me he can get it done, especially on the road, like Michigan's 9-2. Like, they're going to be probably ranked 15, 16 in the CFP poll here tonight. Like, they're no pushover. And, yeah, man. They're going to have to face some adversity that they've never faced all year, and we don't know who they are in that situation. Yeah, we'd like to think they're good because they're Ohio State, but we don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean,
but yeah, man, I'm ready for it.
There's a lot that goes into it. I would say that it is more than football. I mean, football is definitely a part of it, but I do think mentality plays into it a ton, and kind of where the state of the program is, where you're at in the season, what you're coming off.
That's what I'm saying.
What you got ahead of you. That just made me think. The age-old question, well, I guess I should say the year-old question. Would you rather be Michigan last year or Ohio State last year? Would you rather lose to Ohio State, go on and win the Natty, or would you rather beat them and not have a shot at that, or go on to lose? I know that's just been an argument and talking point literally for a straight year now, it seems like.
It has been. And looking at this week and being on social media this week and talking to all my friends who are diehard Ohio State fans, this game matters more than they ever try to make it sound like after winning the national championship. All they want to say is, but we won the Natty, but we won the Natty. But then this week comes around, and it's fucking shit's hitting the fan already. So my answer, I would rather be Michigan last year. I want to beat Ohio State. I don't care. Like, that's all I want to do, because 21, 22, 23, well, we won the Natty in 23, but 21, 22, I felt damn good. Yeah, we got curb stomped by Georgia, but shit, we beat Ohio State. We got fucking embarrassed by TCU, but we beat Ohio State. Like, that's just where I'm at, and it's just Ohio State fans have always had it made, especially growing up, in my opinion. Ohio State's been so good that their fans are so spoiled. They don't know anything else, and they got to see Michigan just look like shit forever. And then the moment Michigan starts to build some momentum and really put their foot down in this whole rivalry thing and show that they're not to be fucked with anymore, oh, well, we won the Natty, though. Like, nah. Y'all took so much pride in Michigan when it was easy to beat them, but now that you're getting curb stomped by them, you're taking the easy way out. So, no, I'm taking Michigan. I'd rather be 0-11 right now and beat fucking Ohio State and finish the year 1-11 and not even going to a bowl game. They're going to the bar after because they don't have a fucking workout for another month.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm on the other side, man. I mean,
yep.
I know rivalry games matter, but I've never felt a natty. So I'd love to see Notre Dame win a natty one day. I would take losing to USC one year. That's little bro. Everybody knows that. If we could just lose to them one year and trade that for a national championship, man, I'd love it.
I mean, yeah, I can't blame you for that. But like I said,
but no,
Ohio State
this
fans.
Game's different. Yeah, no, this game's different. I mean,
and it's just the way that they're acting right now. It's the way they're acting right now. And say Ohio State does win on Saturday, the way they're going to be acting, oh, buddy. Because say they beat Michigan and then they don't win the Natty, they're going to act like fucking Michigan was their national championship. But where was that energy last year? I don't know. They're just a bunch of hypocrites, a bunch of sad, sorry, pathetic assholes. If you want me to be honest, no, I'm just playing. I'm just kidding. Yeah,
we got to lighten it up, man. We got to lighten it up. I got a couple more decent ones. We'll lighten it up here. Just if you got a favorite moment from the series, like specific play, specific scenario, and then also on the vice versa side of that, least favorite.
Yeah, I think we'll start with the least favorite because I already said it, and it's really true, is that 2016 blowing it in double overtime in Columbus with a great team. I think Ohio State was 2, Michigan was 3, like it was one of those. So, yeah, that was my least because that one stung, man. I was 16 years old and watching the complete meltdown and everything that happened after that because then you lost 2017, 2018, and 2019. So that was the lowest of lows. But I'll tell you what, that first win in 2021, Hassan Haskins, his entire performance, he had 5 touchdowns. And you pair that along with Aiden Hutchinson on the other side with 3 sacks, that gives me goosebumps just remembering. We were at Jacob's house for that. Like I remember exactly where I was, and so yeah, I would have to pair those up. Hassan Haskins 5 touchdown game and Aiden Hutchinson 3 sacks same game in the snow, like it's going to be on Saturday. Yeah, that's all time for me.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. That answers the other one. I did have a favorite Michigan player performance on here, so
yeah, Hassan. And if I had to pick between the two, I love watching Hassan Haskins run the ball. I've always have, and if I ever need a little bit of extra motivation to just get my ass moving in my day-to-day life right now, I'll watch Hassan Haskins run the football at Michigan, and I'll be like, okay, life is good again. Like, let's fucking go.
What a Hassan Haskins individual you are, man.
5 touchdowns, dude, in the game to win that first one, and it was over 10 years at that time. Yeah, man, I'll take that to the grave.
What about on the other side of it? You got a player that you just hate thinking about anytime
that
you
I
think
can't
you just
fucking
want to punch
stand.
him. I feel like I know who you're going to say for this. I'll let you answer, and then I'll say who I think you would say.
I mean, I could say so many people.
See, I was trying to think when I wrote this question down. I was trying to think of who you would say, but only one came to mind. Like honestly, I mean, I feel like that's a good way.
I mean, but I don't know if this is gonna like spoil whatever you think. But I'm not gonna pick a player who was on the team that never beat Michigan, because there's guys that I hate that were on Ohio State the last 4 years that never beat Michigan. But I'm not going to even pick on them.
All right.
Does that still, is my candidate still?
I'm pretty sure no, it eliminates it. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, that's why I said that, because I think, and they already losing to Michigan 4 times for them. Oh, they did me a favor. You guys are some sorry, sad, pathetic. Yeah, but
afterthoughts.
The player who gave me the most nightmares. I could probably go offensive and defense, but on offense, man, I'm going to have to say JT Barrett. Dude, like he just, not even just because of that 4th down questionable, he was a dog, man. He whooped their ass. He actually got hurt in one of the games at Michigan, and that's when fucking Cardell Jones, I think, came in. It was Dwayne Haskins. No, Haskins came in.
Right, and then Haskins got hurt. Cardell came in afterwards.
Something like that, but yeah. JT Barrett, man, he was just so good. He could use his legs, he could throw, and he was just that quarterback in that time that they were just beating the shit out of Michigan. Like, it was just... So JT Barrett comes to mind when I think of that. But who do you think I was going to say?
Oh, Jack Sawyer, 100%.
Yes, yeah, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. That's why I told. That's why I said.
For sure. Yeah, it's a recency bias thing, and it's just me.
Yeah.
I don't know. It is, but it isn't because, dude, last year it was just such a scene at the end of the game. And I'm gonna chill. That's all I'm gonna say because I mean he's out here playing great ball for him. Yeah, no, he's playing great ball. So like I said, I'll just leave it at that. But I for sure thought you were taking that route.
But that's why, and I knew when you said that, I had to ask. Like, I'm not gonna, or I didn't ask, but I'm gonna tell you. Like, it's not gonna be a guy who's never beat Michigan because I can't be mad at you.
Yeah, no,
Like,
that
thanks.
also went through my head as well. I was like, yeah, sure, you could hate the mentality, but at the end of the day, you always got the last laugh. So
yeah, but yeah, JT Barrett, man, he gave me nightmares, and all respect to him, he was fucking good, man.
Yeah.
Do you have one? I mean, you've always watched it.
Shit, I could probably.
You can pick it for both.
I was gonna say I can give you a favorite and a least favorite for both. I mean,
let's hear them.
Favorite for Ohio State. I was always a big Garrett Wilson guy. I don't know.
Okay.
Every time he stepped on the field his true freshman year, he made a play. I don't know. It was insane. There's something
phenomenal.
about that guy. Loved watching him. Obviously, Devin Smith, hometown kid. That was always insane. That was like our formative years. So that was like a insane thing to see. So I'd probably say those two guys. Guys I can't stand for Ohio State. I don't really know. I'm really not a big Igbenogson guy. I
He's
don't
on
like
the team right now.
I know, and I didn't like watching him play last year. I think he's a good physical player. When I watch him, take reps, it's not the most skilled. It reminds me of Joey Porter Jr., just pass interference all the time. But that's I don't know. I would have to think a little bit harder about that one. That was just kind of off the top of my head. Favorite Michigan guy. That'd be a little tough. I'm trying to think if there's ever been any great Steelers from Michigan.
Man, you can't just pick a Michigan guy that you remember that was good. Like, they don't gotta be a Steelers tie.
That's fair. Defensively, I'd probably say Will Johnson. I actually did like him a lot. He's very
that's respectable. Yeah, he was a good. Yeah,
he was a stud. I don't know if I really have it. I don't know. Not a lot of offensive guys come to mind when I think Michigan. Like, seriously.
Yeah, hey,
I really don't. I mean, Denard Robinson, highlight reel.
Hey.
I mean, that's for real. When I think of Michigan offense, that's the first person that comes to mind. So, I guess that'd be my layout.
I mean, yeah, he's a legend. He's a Michigan legend. He really didn't do much in the win column, but
bro didn't even tie his shoes.
Didn't even tie his shoes. He was on the cover of NCAA, man. Like, that's.
What more you got to say?
Exactly. And if I had to answer Ohio State defense, I really couldn't pick one, but just any of those defensive linemen, man. Any of the Bosa brothers, or either of the Bosa brothers, Chase Young, hated him. Just any of them big guys that could just raise hell on the edge, I didn't like him. And that's why they got the generic version, Caden Curry. Yeah, buddy. He reminds me of the guy, like, when you want to talk to him, you tell him to pick on someone your own size. 'Cause he does all this shit against Rutgers and UCLA, and he's but we'll see how that goes for him on Saturday. But yeah, like JT, Tuimoloau, Jack Sawyer, any of those guys on the edge I fucking can't stand.
That's
so
fair.
yeah.
All right, man. Well,
yeah, man.
I'm pretty much wrapped up. I got a couple of rapid fire ones, and then we can get into the game pick. Everybody's
sounds
really
good to me.
See. But yeah, just a couple of rapid fire ones for the game. What would you say is more important, establishing success on the ground, or defending the weapons there for Ohio State in terms of Jeremiah Smith and Tate, as long as those guys play, obviously?
I think they go hand in hand because if you establish the ground game, you're not going to have to deal with those weapons as much. You're going to dominate the time of possession, and you're going to have Ohio State right where you want them. So I'm going to say establish a run.
All right, I got you. More hated, Ryan Day or Urban Meyer?
I mean, I got to say Ryan Day. And I'm kind of like, I sound like a hypocrite because he's been good to me. He's been getting whooped. But I have so much respect for Urban Meyer. I'm never going to, I don't have a bad thing to say about Urban Meyer than I like him more because he beat Michigan.
I got a couple bad things to say about Urban Meyer. Definitely a better football coach than person. But, on the football field.
We're not talking about him grabbing people.
Well,
But yeah,
I just
and
had to
Ryan
put
Day.
that out there.
I'm gonna say Ryan Day also because he's just a fake tough guy in my opinion. What he did to your team. Where's Lou Holtz at right now? Like, no, get out of here. So yeah, I hate
Also,
Ryan
the
Day
clip
more.
of when I would definitely agree with that as well. Everybody knows where I stand on Ryan Day, but another clip that I always think of, aside from the whole Lou Holtz thing, is when he finds out that Jeremiah Smith committed there. When he's in the middle of that press conference and he's like, "Oh,"
and he's like,
"Are you serious? Do you guys know?" Like, yeah, I don't know. It was just very awkward. Now looking back at it, seeing Jeremiah Smith, I kind of understand because he really is like.
I mean,
To that degree, but it was
be for
weird.
real.
No, it was weird. He was like very fangirling out, and it was just
It was hard to. It made my skin crawl, and that's really why I hate when I. That's an easy choice for me. Urban Meyer, he got a little handsy in Cincinnati. He looks like Egg Benosin out there in the bars just grabbing. But Ryan Day just. And he's been getting belted by Michigan, and he's just he's an oddball. I mean, but
he is. He's an oddball for sure.
Yeah. Yep. Good God.
And then I don't know if this one's more for me, more for you. And we all know you're going to answer on it, but more unbearable fan base, Michigan or Ohio State. I was hoping you'd maybe be a little bit more unbiased, but
I can't. And I know I said this earlier in the pod. They've had it our whole lives. They had it made when we were younger and in our teenage years. It was just Ohio State running through everyone, specifically Michigan. They could always walk around with a smile on their face, have their watch parties with all their Ohio State stuff on, and then you start, if whole 180 happens, and then you're getting embarrassed, you're getting belted, you're calling for your coach's job, but then you win the Natty and you think, oh, nothing else matters. Like, no, this shit matters. They're spoiled, they're arrogant, they think their shit don't stink, but it does, and they're going to be calling for Ryan Day's job again here in about 3.5 days.
Yeah, I mean, dude, that's it. That was it for rapid fire. I already asked about your confidence level. I got to that a little bit earlier. Do you really think if he finds a way to lose this game again, he's on the hot seat? I don't think so. I think that's just
no, because he owns some equity now that he didn't have when he lost a game last year, and that is a national championship. So.
There will be questions raised. There will be people like seriously wondering like, what's it gonna take? What more is it gonna take? You got a Heisman caliber quarterback, Heisman caliber receiver, another first round receiver, top 3 defense, probably the best defense. What's it gonna take? I don't know.
What cracks me up is I've been hearing a lot this week because of what they tried to do last year, try to beat Michigan at their own game. Now they're like, just be you. Just be you. Win how you win. But that's what they were trying to do in 21, 22, and 23, and then they didn't work. So, I don't know. But we could lead that. That leads us right into the game pick. Let's hear who you got. The line is 9.5. I know it's 10.5 on some books. It opened at 12.5. Who do you like in Ohio State at Michigan? Let's hear it.
Yeah, man. My gut tells me just to take the points. Take the points. Take Michigan. It's at home. If Ohio State's going to do it, I feel like it's going to be in a close battle. They have the better weapons and everything. Underwood might be prone to a couple more sloppy mistakes, but I think Ohio State is going to be a little bit slower out of the gate. I could see this game being similar to Penn State last year when Will Howard threw that pick six right out of the gate. Like, I could see them stumbling around there to start. And then they're just kind of trying to dig themselves out of the hole. I think they win the game, but I think 10 points is just a lot with them trying to overcome the streak. That's what I'm going to go with. Could regret it, but got to go with the team that's made me a good portion of money the past few years.
Hey, and that's fair. Like that's a respectable decision. You think Ohio State's going to win, but you're laying the points in Michigan? Laying the points, I don't even know what it means at this point. But, yeah, it's never – Ohio State's always the easy pick in this game. They're the easy pick every week. Like, it's always – on paper, they are phenomenal. They were phenomenal last year and the years prior. They always are going to look better than Michigan on paper. Like, if people don't understand that by now, I don't know when you will. And those same people they're just never gonna understand that the game isn't played on a piece of paper. It's not. The game ain't played right here, and that's where Michigan. That's where they got that edge, man. Like it's is it even about football at this point? Like it seems like it's more of a mental thing, and a lot of things in life are mental. So obviously, I'm going to take Michigan to cover. I'm also going to take Michigan to win. Surprise, fucking surprise! It's been BTA for the last however many years. Jim Harbaugh lost 5 in a row. Why can't Ryan Day lose 5 in a row? Like it's not. All these people who pick Ohio State, oh, this is finally the year. Like, yeah, no, none of that. Like, why is it finally the year? You said that and like I said earlier, Ohio State fans did not feel better going into this game now than they did a year ago. Why would the outcome be different? So, yeah, give me Michigan on the money line. I'll be 600 milligrams deep of caffeine by 11:59, and there's no doubt about that.
Yeah, man. I wish I could partake in all the fun festivities, but like I said, I'll be at work watching it.
Call off, man. Call off.
I'm a company guy. What can I say?
It's in such a good spot right now, man. You're missing it. You're just enjoy it, man. It's once a year. You work every single day.
I'm still gonna see it. I'm gonna get paid to watch it. So yeah, it'll be all right. I'm looking forward to it, though. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the group chat. No more of this nice guy stuff in the group chat either. That stuff, Scott. Yeah, I forgot.
Just try to change it up.
No.
Okay, hold on. I can tell you something. Let me say something here.
No,
when everyone's throwing jabs at each other, you're the guy in the background. You don't say a word, but then once someone tries to be nice, you're the guy. No, none of that nice stuff. Like, you just like a good show. It's selfish. You just like a good show because you don't ever put anything in.
Because I don't have a dog in the fight, but I'm also not going to watch a bunch of Ohio State fans and a Michigan guy talk about, can we say nice things about each other's teams on the week of the game? The week of the game. You have 51 other weeks to be nice guys and play tiddlywinks with each other. We're Xing out M's on campus, and we're talking about, can we be nice about each other's teams?
That's also corny as hell.
Yeah, that's neither here nor there. The point is, enough of the niceties.
Hey, all right,
no more.
You don't got to tell me.
I'm quiet in the background. I don't have a dog in that fight. I love watching you idiots argue. It's hilarious.
It is funny because they just throw out numbers that there's whatever. Yeah, I'm not even gonna get into it because it's comedy. The guy's averaging more yards per carry, and the receivers got more yards and less carries. Okay.
We'll see, man. Your boys better not let me down. I'm rocking with a decent record here. We're about to fire off 6 more picks in a separate episode, too. So
we got to get this one out of here, man. This has been almost an hour. But, hey, rightly so. This game comes once a year, so it was good. It was good, man. But let's get to these other games. Michigan money line. Cross out those M's, motherfuckers. Cross them out.
Yeah, I hear you.
You can't. But all right, man. It'll be a massive game. Great game. I'm looking forward to it.
It will. Good luck to your Wolverines.
Oh yeah.
I just want to see a good game and a cover. Good game and a cover.
Let's do it.
Yeah, like I said, tune in for the other picks. But that'll do it.
Yes, sir!